Do you ever find yourself on the verge of giving up? What's the one thing that keeps you going? Imagine standing in the face of adversity, with your dreams seemingly out of reach. It's not the lack of strength or ability that's holding you back, but the lack of a clear, compelling reason to push forward. This is where the power of why comes into play. Understanding your why is like owning a compass that always points towards your true north. It's the force that propels you forward, the fire that keeps your spirit ablaze, even when the odds are stacked against you. Let's consider the story of an athlete, a champion whose spirit was as unyielding as steel. This athlete suffered a career-threatening injury, a setback that would have easily ended many careers. But not this one. For this athlete, the dream of victory was so vivid, so enticing, that it was worth every drop of sweat, every tear, every moment of pain. This athlete could have easily slipped into the comfort of surrender, but the why was too strong. The why was the championship, the taste of victory, the joy of making a nation proud. Every grueling therapy session, every moment of pain was a step closer to that dream. And so, despite the adversity, despite the pain, the athlete continued to fight, to strive, to endure. What was the result? Victory. A championship won not merely by physical prowess, but by the relentless pursuit of a dream fueled by the compelling why. This story is not unique to this athlete. It's a testament to the power of why in each of our lives. It's a testament to how understanding our why can turn the impossible into the possible, the dreams into reality. So next time you find yourself on the verge of giving up, ask yourself, what's my why? It might just be the spark you need to reignite your passion, to fuel your journey towards your dreams. Remember, your why is the fuel that powers your journey. It's the beacon that guides you when you're lost in the dark. Have you ever doubted your abilities in the face of a daunting task? Let's talk about the role of self-belief in motivation. Many of us underestimate its significance, but it's often the key difference between success and failure. Imagine a young athlete, let's call him John. John wasn't the fastest runner in his school, he wasn't the most coordinated, and he certainly wasn't the strongest. But John had one thing that set him apart from his peers. He believed in himself, even when no one else did. Every day, John woke up before sunrise and went for a run. He trained during his lunch breaks. He spent his evenings at the gym. He was relentless, not because he was naturally gifted, but because he believed that he could become the best. His friends laughed at his dedication. His teachers told him to focus on his studies. His parents urged him to be realistic, but John was undeterred. He knew that his journey would be difficult and that there would be setbacks and disappointments along the way, but he also knew that he had the power to overcome any obstacle that stood in his path. And guess what? John did become the best. He won race after race, breaking records and surpassing the expectations of those who once doubted him. But John's success wasn't due to his physical abilities alone. It was his unwavering self-belief that fueled his motivation and determination. He believed he could, and so he did. John's story is a testament to the power of self-belief. It reminds us that we are capable of achieving far more than we think we are. The key is to believe in ourselves even when the odds are stacked against us. Remember this: self-belief is not about ignoring our weaknesses or pretending that we're perfect. It's about acknowledging our potential and focusing on our strengths. It's about refusing to let self-doubt or fear hold us back. It's about pushing ourselves to new heights even when the climb seems impossible. Belief in oneself is a powerful motivator. It's the wind that propels your sails, pushing you forward despite the storm. Have you ever felt like you're running in place, making no progress despite your best efforts? Let's take a moment to talk about persistence, that relentless, dogged determination that keeps you going, even when the odds are stacked against you. It's the grit in your teeth, the fire in your belly. It's the resolve that says, I won't back down, I won't give up. Take, for example, the story of a certain inventor. His name isn't important, but his journey is. This inventor had a dream, to create something that would change the world. He was filled with passion, brimming with ideas, but the path to innovation was fraught with obstacles. His first attempt was a failure, so was his second, and his third, and his fourth. And so it went, for hundreds of attempts. To the outside world, it may have seemed like he was getting nowhere. He was pouring his heart and soul into his work only to be met with disappointment time and time again. But here's the thing, he didn't see these as failures. He saw them as stepping stones, as learning opportunities. Each unsuccessful attempt brought him one step closer to his goal. Then came the day of his breakthrough. After countless trials and tribulations, he finally succeeded. His invention worked. The world marveled at his creation. But what they didn't see was the blood, sweat, and tears that had gone into it. They didn't see the countless nights he had spent toiling away in his workshop, the countless times he had picked himself up and dusted himself off, the countless times he had said to himself, "I can do this, I will do this." This inventor's story is a testament to the power of persistence. When we persist, when we refuse to give up, we tap into a deep reservoir of strength within us. We discover that we are capable of far more than we ever imagined. Persistence is the key that unlocks the door to achievement. It's the compass that keeps you on course no matter how many times you veer off track. Do you ever talk to yourself? What do you say? You might be surprised to learn that the conversations we have with ourselves can have a profound impact on our lives. This is the power of positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that can help you challenge and overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. When you repeat them often and truly believe in them, you can start to make positive changes in your life. They're the fuel that drive us towards our goals, the spark that ignites our motivation. Picture this: a writer who for years faced rejection after rejection. Their work, their passion continuously returned with a no thanks. It would have been easy to let that sea of rejection drown their dreams. But instead, they turned to positive affirmations. Each morning, they would look at themselves in the mirror and say, "I am a brilliant writer. My words are valuable. I will be published." They didn't just say it, they believed it. They believed in themselves and in their talent. And so, they persisted. These affirmations became their mantra, their shield against the onslaught of doubt. They were like a beacon of light in the surrounding darkness, guiding them towards their goal. And guess what? One day, a letter arrived. It was not a rejection. Their first book was going to be published. Their success wasn't just a result of their talent or their hard work, though those were vital. It was also a result of their positive affirmations. Their belief in themselves, fueled by their affirmations, allowed them to keep going, to push through the rejections and continue pursuing their dream until they finally achieved it. You see, positive affirmations don't just change our mindset, they change our lives. They motivate us. They inspire us. They help us overcome our self-doubt and fears. They push us to strive for our dreams no matter the obstacles we face. Positive affirmations are the map that leads you to your destination. They're the light that shines through the fog, illuminating your path. So what will your affirmations be? So, what have we learned about the power of motivation? We've discovered that understanding one's why is a compelling force. It's the spark that lights the flame of purpose, the inner compass that guides us towards our goals. We've recognized the critical role of self-belief. It's the foundation upon which we build our dreams, the driving force that propels us forward, even when the road gets tough. We've acknowledged the strength and persistence. It's the grit that keeps us moving, the determination that turns obstacles into stepping stones. And we've seen the impact of positive affirmations. These are the daily reminders that we are capable, we are worthy, and we are unstoppable. Remember, motivation is not a destination, but a journey. It's the journey that defines us, not the destination. So keep going, keep believing, keep persisting, and keep affirming, for the journey is where the magic happens.